Spirit-filled people walk in the character and the power of Jesus. Jesus did everything as a man empowered by the Holy Spirit, so that we can look at his life as an example of what our norm is supposed to be. He healed the sick, he raised the dead, he preached the gospel, and he made disciples. And any person who puts their faith in Jesus is filled with the Holy Spirit, so we can do the exact same things. When you're filled with the Holy Spirit, first you're filled inside. Your mind is full of the thoughts of God, your heart is full of his hope, and your body is full of his strength. And then we begin to overflow, and the work of Jesus that started in us begins to move out powerfully. Acts 1:8 says, "You will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you'll be my witnesses to the end of the earth." And in the Bible, we see specific ways that the Holy Spirit empowers us to be witnesses of Jesus to the ends of the earth. We see this in 1 Corinthians 12 when Paul's writing to the Corinthian church. He says, "Now about the gifts of the Spirit, I don't want you to be uninformed." In other words, I want you to know what the Holy Spirit promises to do so you can recognize it in your own life and join him in it. To each one, the manifestation of the Spirit is given for the common good. Every believer has a spiritual superpower, and it's given to you not for you, but so you can serve others. Verse 8, it says, "To one a message of wisdom, to another a message of knowledge, to another faith, to another gifts of healing, to another miraculous powers, another prophecy, to another distinguishing between spirits, to another speaking in different kinds of tongues and the interpretation of tongues. All of these are the work of the same Spirit." And so for you, student leader, I don't want you to be uninformed. The Holy Spirit wants to move powerfully in and through your life, and these are just some of the ways that he's gonna do that. He'll give you supernatural wisdom to give godly advice. And when you pray for someone, they'll get healed. God will give you a picture or a vision declaring purpose over someone. You can tell if something's from God or not, and legit, you can be able to fluently speak a language you never learned. We don't have time to get into the depth of all of those, but we can be aware of what's available to us so that when the Holy Spirit's moving, you can recognize it and join in. Spirit-filled people walk in the power of Jesus. That's a promise. So let's take a step today to actually believe that that's true for us.